She's got a kaleidoscope spinning bright, colors of love spilling into the night. Echo, echo, your heart's a rainbow glow. Every shade of joy, every seed you sow, your kaleidoscope of happiness, it shines, it shows. Echo, echo, your love's the brightest flow. She braids her granddaughter's hair, whispers of the sea, tales of stars and moons where dreams roam free. Her laugh's a symphony, a gentle dancing spree.
Hello, everybody. Welcome and welcome. You all know Gail. We are teaming up together and we are going to do a SUNO collab. I am so excited. Okay, we have a whole bunch of folks that popped in and said hello. I see Mr. Hardknack Farms over on your side. And Vince was over here, and then Vince popped in over there. Stephanie is here, Body Illusion, BJ. Let's see who else I saw. I guess that's Mr. Hardknack Farms. Okay. So, what are we doing, Gail? I'm so excited.
Well, we wanted to do a SUNO collaboration because there's a lot of people starting to do SUNO. I have a few friends. Echo's actually the one who, what's the word?
Introduced.
That's a good word. Good word. Introduced me to it. So I am under Miss Echo here, and I have recruited my husband, Carol with Broke But Bountifully Blessed, Luann with Luann's Kitchen, and another one of my friends that makes songs but doesn't share them yet. So about 3 or 4, people. So
I was introduced to it by Misha from Awakened by the Looking Glass back in December of last year. And another person I met through Misha was DJ Nico. And he actually wrote my first SUNO song while we were just on a live, just kind of talking back and forth. And he just started typing into the SUNO app. And next thing you know, I got a song. And I was like, wow, so intrigued by the fact that he could, nail it so good, just like that. And so, of course, I was like, yeah, okay, I'd already heard about SUNO from Misha, but I hadn't actually been to the site or anything. And so I was like, all right, let me go in there, and just look at it, which I've always felt like I wasn't very creative. So I'm like, yeah, this probably isn't going to be for me. But then as soon as I was in there and I started playing around, I used up all the free credits, like immediately. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got to buy this because I got to be able to do more. And I have just had, thank you, Body Illusion. That's Misha's channel. And there's DJ Nico's channel. But I have just had the best time learning about it and being able to see what all I can actually create. So I started doing the SUNO showcases. I think we're fixing to have number 6 this Saturday.
This Saturday?
Okay. And that's just a group of people that I know that do SUNO, and we all just come together and put out our songs and just talk about how to use SUNO and what we're doing and things like that. And it's just really a lot better. Stephanie says, I sound so much better. Yeah, I actually have a voice today. Yesterday, it was like going in and out. And there is, yes, Eat More Pizza. Hello. I didn't even see him pop in.
And Jason and Stephanie, welcome in.
Oh, yes. Welcome. Everybody go over there to Gail's, and she's got it on both of her other channels. So
Mhm.
y'all kind of make the rounds around
Yeah.
everybody's channel. But anyway, so whenever Gail got involved with Suno, she said, "Oh, we ought to do a collab," and I was like, "Yeah, what do you want to do? Let's figure out what we can do." So
Yeah.
this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I think we spend a lot of time making them and getting the details right, writing the words and picking the style and all the things, and getting the visuals and making the visuals and all that stuff. And then we want for people to see them. We want them to get out there. And I think there's a lot of really good songs there, and I could totally see someone really famous singing some of our songs and doing a really good job with them. But it's really cool to be able to, use that, because I think maybe if I maybe in another life I was a songwriter, or maybe I
Oh,
should have been a songwriter. I don't know, but I
yeah.
always, like, when I was in high school, I actually used to write poetry, and I wish I had some of that poetry. I'm kind of curious to know if it was actually good. I have no idea.
Well, that's a couple of the people that are doing the songs are they actually are writers and they're poets, and they're taking their poetry and now being able to put it in, put it to music. And a lot of them, and like Brian from his channel is from a poet. He actually takes the old poems, like Shakespeare and just all the classical poets, and puts those words to music. And it's amazing how those words are still, vital for today. It's
Mhm.
so odd. It made me start to want to actually look at some of that older poetry. And that was
Mhm. Yeah.
interesting to me that it was like because of the Suno, it made me appreciate the poetry. So it's really versatile what you can do with it.
Yeah, I'd
And
like to look at that too. Some of that old, it kind
very
of, you mentioned that
true.
before, and I was like, I would like to read some of that old poetry too.
Yeah.
I bet you could go to the store and actually, store, library, and
Yeah.
actually check out some old books. I bet there's some old books on all that.
Yeah. And
So
then
we
we
really
have,
haven't hashed out the details. So we could have had a background conversation and decided all the details, or we thought we could just come in here and see what you guys say along with making the decisions. So kind of what I had in mind was for it to be like like it says, Suno Family Creates, like a family where we're sharing each other's videos. We're making maybe a playlist and including other people's videos, which I've already done that. I made a playlist on Broken Hearts Ministry that includes several different artists, some of them in this community. You may go check that playlist. If you don't see a video of yours in there, you can email me or leave me a comment, and I'll go and pick one of your songs and add it into the playlist. And that way, if someone's listening to that playlist, they can be introduced to other people who are doing music. So sharing and playlist, you don't have to do the playlist part or the sharing part. You can be as supportive as you want to be, possibly. But I think it would be cool if they add them under a hashtag, and it'll put it in a central location where we can check that hashtag and find those videos and share them and maybe add them to a playlist so people can go listen to them and they can get some extra support. And I
and
have 3 channels, so I could share on all my channels.
right. And I do too. So, and what I was thinking too is that a lot of people are like I was, kind of afraid of AI and not sure
Mhm.
about
Me
how
too.
creative they were and things like that. And maybe by us doing this collaboration, we'll kind of let other people know that it's just fun to check it out and then see how creative you can be. And it's really helped me get a lot of thoughts and feelings out
Yes.
of
It
me
is
and out.
great for processing sad feelings.
Yes.
It's great for that. My very first song was the song about my sister. and it was just chicken scratch on a piece of paper. And I thought, oh, that's never going to be good. It didn't rhyme. It just, it barely had any rhyme or reason, but I did kind of make a chorus part that repeated. So I kind of had that in mind, that it needed a chorus, and I kind of wrote it and moved it around. I probably did the most changing around of that song because it was the first one.
Yeah.
And then it came out and I was like, wow, that's so awesome. And so I was really happy, and that was fun. And so then I just got into making, collab songs and intro songs and background music and other songs and spiritual music and Christmas songs and all the stuff. It's really fun
Yeah.
to
And,
play
and
with. I'm
there's
enjoying
you can do any kind of music. I mean, it has such a wide
that.
variety of choices that you can pick. And what I like to do, and I find it very stress relieving and very relaxing, is just
Yes, me too.
go in there with an idea and just start playing around and just see what, will come up. And I have a lot on mine that'll never be published, that are just for me and just, playing around. But then
Yeah,
there are a lot of them that I've said, okay, that I like that. I'm going to put that out there.
put
And
that
I
out
have
to the
so
world.
many people who say, like, wow, what is that song? And I'm like, it's my song. It's like,
Yeah,
it's
it's my
not
song.
anybody you would know, it's just something
Yeah.
I wrote.
It's
But
Echo. It's Echo. It's all
yeah,
Echo.
but a lot of songs that we're writing actually are resonating with a lot of other people, and people
Yeah.
can relate to how we were feeling when we made the song. And then the
Mhm.
other
Yeah.
great part of it is when you have friends who do it and they write songs for you
Yeah. I
to
have my
do.
friend Luann, we send songs back and forth to each other,
Yeah.
and we'll listen and we'll go on and we'll like and make a little comment on Suno. And I can actually go there, and if she hasn't sent me the song, I can go on there, and if she's published it, I can listen to all her music. So it's really cool.
Yeah. And I love it when somebody is like, "Hey, I wrote you a song." And it's like, "Oh, wow." It really feels good. And then when you listen to the song and you're like, "Oh, I couldn't have done it better myself." It's like you got
Mhm.
me. I
Yeah.
just absolutely love that. Now, BJ had a question at the beginning, is it just all music? And I know what he's getting at because he's a deaf creator, but he also makes music. But he doesn't use Suno. He uses other apps and stuff. But
Oh,
he
yeah.
also
No, if you
does,
use a different program,
yeah. And he
still use
also
the
does,
hashtag so we can find it. But yeah, if it's a different program than Suno, but it's a music thing or whatever.
yeah.
Some
And
people are better at the visual aids because I know one of your friends actually makes her visual aids,
yes.
which I just find them online that are non-copyrighted uh video or pictures. And then also my husband has an AI program that makes thumbnails. So I got to where now if you see some really cool looking ones, my husband did that. He actually makes some visuals for me. So I'll be like, okay, here's your assignment today. Yesterday I was like, okay, I just made this really cool song, and I want it to be a woman with a flower thing around her head, and she's going to look like she's 70s hippie kind of thing, and she's going to be holding a guitar. So he came up with about 8 different pictures for that, and I kept all of them to use in the short.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm only using one I picked my favorite for the actual thumbnail.
And BJ also, he does have a playlist on his channel of his music that he's created, but he also does a lot with the AI for the visuals.
Mhm.
And Misha, who we call Ned, also does a lot with the AI visuals, and so does Izzy Pop. And so I've been thinking about that maybe in the future do kind of just an AI collab where it
Mhm.
can be whether it's your visuals, your music, whatever, and just a way to kind of, maybe even we could do some tutorials, like introduce the actual
Mhm.
programs that they're using and
Yeah.
they can kind of come on and talk about how to go about and things like that. And I know
I've
a
learned
lot.
a lot just in my, what have I been on here, about 2 months, I
Yeah.
think. I've learned a lot in the 2 months.
And the whole thing with the AI, and this is what used to scare me, is because, people are like artificial intelligence, like they're going to take over the world and we're not going to need human beings. But when you actually use any of those kind of programs, it's all based on prompts. You
Yeah.
have to tell the program what
What
it
to
is you're looking for. And
do.
Izzy was talking one day about how, like, she did a, just like a couple second clip, and it took like, page after page of different prompts that you have to tell it, because every aspect of it, if you want it to be a specific thing, you have to tell it that. And that's the same thing with writing the music. So even though a computer is helping you do it, to me it just makes it faster and more organized than if I was taking piece by piece and trying to do it myself. But I'm
Mhm.
still creating it. It doesn't do anything that you don't tell it to do. And
Yeah,
that's, I think,
you
where
tell it the words, you tell it the style, you
yes.
tell it male or female.
I mean, and you
There's even
I
more
want it to
details if you knew how
feel.
to do, you could put in there,
Yeah. I mean, you can even, hi Lee, you can even tell it, I want it to feel cozy and warm, or I want it to be, and that's the thing. It's still coming from you. And if you don't put it in the prompts, it's not going to be able to do it. So
Mhm.
don't be afraid of it, and like
Yeah, I've
I
put
said, the
in, like,
more
on Christmas, I put in jingle bells, happy, upbeat,
yes,
Santa, snow, I'm giving it, ideas about the mood of the song as well.
right.
And so, yeah.
And it's definitely a way to be creative. I have no musical ability. I've tried to play several instruments. I can't do it. I can't carry a tune, so I can't sing. But it's like God gave me this great appreciation for music and for people who can sing and can play an instrument. And I kind of feel like God said, here's a way you can do it, even though
Mhm.
you don't have those gifts.
Yeah.
So it's been so therapeutic for me.
Yes,
It
definitely.
came into my life at a time where I needed to grow and I needed to open myself up, and it has really helped me do that. So I'm very excited about being able to create songs for the collaboration, and
Mhm.
also to get some of my other stuff that maybe I haven't put out yet, get it put out there, as well. So
Yeah. Did
it's
you
gonna
have an
be.
idea of, like, a time frame when you maybe wanted to start it? Did you want it to go over a week, a month, 3 months? I mean, do you have kind of an idea of
I
time
hadn't
frame?
really thought about how long. I think I wanted to kind of see how the response was and how people were getting involved with it, and then kind of go from there. If we get, a lot of response, we may do it, a lot
Yeah.
longer. Because I can see us doing lives, sort of like my Suno showcase, doing lives and having people come up and share their experiences about it. So
Yeah.
um,
So
it
if you're
really has done that.
interested, put a 1 in the chat to let us know that you would be willing to join the collaboration.
Yeah.
Let's see how many people are in here right now.
And I'm definitely going to Saturday night on the Suno night. I'm definitely going to talk about it then and try to get everybody that's been participating in the Suno nights to go ahead and participate as well. And I
Mhm.
think a lot of people will participate because of the fact that they want their songs to be heard too. This will give
Yeah,
them
yeah.
another,
That's the point of it, is to get
yeah.
your songs heard.
And if all of us are sharing everybody else's stuff out, we're going to attract different folks to our different channels. And it's going to be a way for us to kind of network. Um, Bulldogs. Hello, Bulldogs. All right. You and me and Luann for sure.
Luann, yeah.
And Illusion says the starting of spring can be a beautiful time of year. Some beautiful ideas can come out of that. And that's the thing. It's going to be different every season. We're going to want to write music for, you
Mhm.
know, the
It
different
could even
seasons.
be, technically, it could be like a year-long collab. We could make it for all of 2026 and just people could, you could even do Suno Family Creates January, February, March, April, and just go on. And if we could do that. That's an
Yeah.
option.
Yeah.
Give it a whole year of, people do that, a year long collab, because like she says, it's going to go through New Year's songs, Valentine songs,
Yes.
spring, all
Every
the seasons, summer,
every month there's going
fall,
to be
that Christmas
something.
again.
And
Yeah.
as we're doing if we're making the music to go right along with the videos and things that we're putting out on YouTube, it's only going to make our stuff better, but it's also going to keep that kind of community going of all of us sharing the ideas and helping each other, grow with it. So I think it's going to be a great idea.
I think so
And
too.
I know there's some people who do it kind of behind the door, like they're not like coming out and saying, oh, I do it, but they
Yeah.
use it. And if we could encourage them to be like, don't
Yeah.
just use it on your channel, put it out there for all of us to enjoy.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. Well, imagine, okay, because Gail Southern Living, particularly, is in a homesteading, gardening community. And Echo is in a whole different genre. And Broken Hearts Ministry, my other channel, is a whole other genre. So we're
Right,
talking three genres right here, just between the two of us.
right,
And so that could bring your music out to a bigger group of people. And what I was
right,
telling Echo earlier is I just started this. Everything I put out as a full length video, I also turn around and do a short, because your full length video is going to get your regular people, and your shorts video is going to reach a whole different people in different countries and communities. So I've been actually doing double,
yeah.
the
Well,
horizontal full length and then the vertical shorts.
there is a big thing on YouTube. People saying the shorts are only good for this or that, and the long video is this and that. But
Good for
you
views.
know,
It'll bring up the views on your channel, and your thumb will be
yes,
going up like this.
yes.
So
And I think if you do shorts and videos and live streams, and even on the live streams, do some of them vertical as well, you are
mhm.
going to reach, your reach is going to be bigger. And it only takes a couple of those people that see your short that actually come over and check out your channel to start seeing more new faces on your channel. And since I've been doing my exercise videos as vertical lives, I put it subscriber only for, like 10 or 20 minutes. And then I have mods in there that know if it's anything, not nice comments, get rid of the people, you know.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
I mean, I'm getting 600 and 700 views on those live streams. And I'm actually seeing people coming back, you know, and commenting on other things. And it's like, to me, that is what you want. You want to get it
There you
pushed
go.
out there. And it's really making a difference for my channel. Now, I don't know how it'll do for everybody's channel, but
Yeah.
try it. Don't be
I think the
afraid to try
Suno music
it.
has helped my Broken Hearts Ministry channel, because the views are up, the thumbs are up,
Mhm.
watch time is up, everything is up. And I've been doing Suno music, but not really doing any lives on that channel. And it still seems to be doing really well. So I
Right.
think the Suno music is working well for my
Hi,
channel.
Sharon. Sharon from Connection of Lives and Interest. Hello, my
I,
friend. Welcome, welcome. So good to see you today. Shorts are definitely a game changer for my channel. BJ said that. BJ has over 900,000 views on his channel. His channel is like, I mean, he's got shorts that are getting, 15,000 views and stuff. So it definitely gets you pushed out there. And I've noticed too that sharing the video YouTube, when they see that people are sharing it, they push it out even
Yeah.
more. And
Yep.
so just sharing the videos, and I even have like 3 Facebook pages, and I share them out to the Facebook pages, even though most Facebook people don't come to YouTube and YouTube people don't go to Facebook.
I think
But
some
it's
of those people
still,
listen to our songs,
yes,
but they don't make a comment.
yes.
So those are
And
some of the views we get that don't have comments. Well, I'm going to go on to my YouTube studio
okay.
and I'm going to tell you about my playlist on Broken Hearts Ministry that I made for some folks in this community, and I will continue adding. So you can go on to your YouTube studio and you can look to see how many people have ran your playlist. So the Suno playlist for the community has been ran 182 times.
Wow.
So someone is listening to that playlist of multiple people's videos. Echo's got some videos on there. Blessed to Crochet, Eat More Pizza, Luann, one of your other friends. Oh, Star. Anyway, multiple people are on there. And if you want to be on that playlist, just let me know, and I'll get you a video in there.
And please don't think that anybody thinks their music is better than anybody else.
Yeah,
Every time I listen to somebody else's, I'm just like in awe of
blown
it.
away. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
don't be shy about it. You're
No,
gonna
no,
get
no.
good
Yeah, don't,
feedback.
yeah, it's not a competition.
No,
Everybody's music is
no.
personal to them, but also what Echo said earlier is that even though it's personal to you, it still touches a chord with somebody else
Right.
for something they've been through. Like the loss of my sister, that song uh, touched people. I made one about my grandpa. That one touched people. After Luann listened to my song about my grandpa, she turned around and made one about her grandpa. So,
Yeah.
but she said my song reminded her of her grandpa too. So,
And that's the thing, like I wrote for Thanksgiving, I wrote a song about making the stuffing with my dad. And then for Christmas, I wrote a song about us going out in the snow to the Christmas tree farm and chopping down our Christmas tree, that we did every
I
year.
made a song about snow and my dad too. It's called "Let It Snow," and
Yeah. And
I used to call my dad every time it snowed, even if I lived like there was a time he lived in Texas and I lived in Oklahoma, or he lived in Texas and I lived in Rhode Island because I moved away for a while. And we would call and be like, "Oh, I got snow today." Of course, when I was in Rhode Island, I would be getting snow way more. But every
yeah,
once in a while, he'd be like, "Yeah, we got snow too," and I'd be like, "Yeah." Or in Oklahoma, we got more snow than we get here in Texas.
yeah.
So
But
that was the thing we did. We called each other. I got snow today.
for me, it's been really good about like getting some of those memories down on paper,
Yeah.
to where for my daughter to have to be able to remember it. And my granddaughter never, they never got to meet my dad, so it's like just to hear about those kind of things that I did with my dad is comforting to them too. And so it can be anything. You can write a song about absolutely
I wrote
anything.
one about my cats just for fun. It's called Furball Symphony. Symphony.
Uh-huh.
And it came out
Well,
really cute, and I put some of my current cats and then some of my cats that had passed away, all their little names were in the video. It was really cute. It came out really cute. I liked it.
yeah. Well, and like I have the Fun with Granny channel, the preschool channel, and I started writing songs on it, because a lot of the music for that kind of stuff is copyrighted because, kids stuff is so popular. And so I was like, no, I'll just write my own little, things or whatever. So, I mean, you can do it for anything, and it might be something you just have never thought about trying. Now, Suno
Yeah,
has you can get a free trial, a
yeah.
free account, and it may be enough for you. I know
Yeah, my
one
friend
thing.
Luann is using the free version, and she gets out just as many songs as
Yeah,
I do, you know?
I just
So
wanted to be able to keep going and when I was on a roll with something, I
you can
didn't
just
want to
keep
have to
going.
like
Yeah.
limit myself.
When you're
So I
doing
was like,
instrumentals, you can do multiples of those in a day. Now, when you're writing the words of songs, it's kind of hard to do multiples of that. Now, every once in a while, your very first version will come out perfect, but sometimes Suno says things weird. Like
yeah,
I made a song about a thing that I'm doing, and it was talking about geocaching. Well, it doesn't know what geocaching is. So instead of typing it geocaching, CACHING, I had to type it like you're cashing a check.
yes. And you
And
said the same thing
then it,
about Heather's channel. You couldn't get it to say heritage.
oh, I couldn't get it to say heritage. Yeah. And I finally just ended up saying Gail and Heather because that was easier. But yeah, there's a
Yeah.
few words. And then sometimes it says things weird. I did make a song about Jesus' birth that's going to be coming out soon on my channel. And I think it's already gone out as a short on one of my channels. But anyway, um, and it said Galilee, kind of funny, but I just left it. I was like, okay, whatever. I'm not
Hi,
messing with that
Denise,
one.
Country Living. Welcome. And that's the thing. I know when I was trying to get it to say numbers, you have to type out the words for the numbers. And if you don't, if you just put like 2026, it says it really weird. If you
Yes.
type it out,
I
it'll say
figured
it
that
right.
out.
Yeah.
Yes, I figured that out. I've made some pretty cute collab songs. I made one for Walking into 2026, which is a walking collaboration for Gail's Health Journey, one of my channels. And then I made one for Micro Dwarf 2526. That's the kind of stuff where I had to work on how things were said. And it still
Yeah.
says some things a little funny, but you know, you got to pick your battles. But yeah, oh, the word bow, BOW. It wanted to call it bow.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
so what I did was I typed BO, capital OH, bow, or something like that. Bow.
Yeah.
And put it all together. And then it said bow. It actually said bow. So sometimes it looks like we're crazy on these lyrics for
Yeah. But you
Suno,
have
but what
to
we're
get it
doing
to
is we're
say it
trying
the right
to
way. Yeah.
get it to say it right. And yeah, my husband's have trouble with certain words too, but it's just the weirdest thing. And you're like, this song is perfect, except for you just said micro dwarf tomato weird. What in the world?
Uh-huh.
Stuff like
And then
that.
sometimes I get such a kick out of like, even if you don't like write all the words yourself, you like give it some prompts and you let it see what it's going to come up with.
Mhm.
Sometimes I get such a kick out of it. Like I can almost predict what it's going to say, so that then to go in there and change that part, like,
Yeah.
no, I want it to say
Yeah.
this or whatever. But it is a lot of fun. But I do spend too much time because
Oh
it's
yeah.
so relaxing and I
I
just get
use
in.
it as a reward. So I'll just say, because I'm adult ADHD, and so I'll start things and not finish them. So I'll go in and make myself, okay, you're going to clean in your living room for 30 minutes or an hour, or however long I set. Then you can sit down and play on your Suno and make a song.
I
Then
do
get up
I
and
do
work
the
some
same
more.
thing.
And I'm using like a child. I treat myself like a little
Yeah,
child and
yeah,
reward myself. And that's a reward for me. Like some people play video games. Now my thing is I play with Suno.
yes.
So,
Thank you, Sharon, for sharing out the live. And Sharon made a comment saying that she always asks people to come back after her lives and leave a comment, and that really helps too with
I
YouTube
need to
pushing
remember to do
things
that.
out.
That's a great idea. I love that.
Yes. And so make sure that you're doing that. And Bulldogs said, "Hi, Echo, found your channel and subbed. Great. Thank you so much and welcome."
Yeah, it's a new subscriber to my
Yeah.
Girl Southern Living channel. I think his wife has a channel. If I'm realizing who he is exactly. So yeah, and she was on an interview recently with Ed.
Oh,
If
okay.
it's the
Cool.
right person, yeah.
And the thing about being in different communities and having different friends, it really does help when you come together with a different community and do collaborations,
Mhm.
just like with Fall Fest, you always meet other people in different areas, and you'll be surprised at how many of those people will continue to watch you,
Yeah.
and you'll develop friendships with those people.
I've successfully joined paper crafters with homesteaders and religious channels with fishing channels, and I mean
Mhm.
just all kinds of just random things that,
Yeah,
don't
'cause we're
crochet
all
channel
human.
and a travel channel,
Yeah,
stuff.
but I mean, we're all human beings. At the end of the day, we all have similar, likes and
Yeah,
dislikes and
even homesteading
values.
people still
And
craft,
yeah,
you know.
and a lot of things you just never think about doing. And then when you do start doing some of the different things, you're like, oh, this was missing in my life. I really enjoy being creative,
Yeah.
or I really enjoy
Oh,
playing
I've
or
learned how to do so many things from YouTube, and one of the things that managed to click was, I started making soap with the homesteading community from a collaboration, and I now sell my soap at my husband's job. So it's actually turned into a little side
business.
business.
Hello,
So,
Seventh. Welcome,
I actually got
Seventh.
through making 20 bars of soap for a lady.
Oh, wow. And
She's giving them
welcome,
out to
Lori
her
from
kids'
Off Grid
teachers.
World. Yeah, Lori
Hi,
is one of
Lori.
the people that I've connected with through Fall Fest. She said, I found so many channels through Fall Fest. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, so big.
And that's part of what doing the collaborations is. It's not so much whether or not they were doing a giveaway, or, like, it's not just what you're going to get, but you're going to meet
You're
people,
gonna meet
which
people.
you are going to get so much out of those relationships. And
Mhm.
that's what it's all about for me. I really just like the connection and being able to make new friends.
No, there's a lot of good people everywhere, and the good thing about this kind of collaboration is you can be in the USA or Canada, Australia, Indonesia, anywhere, and you can make a song and enter it into the collab, and we can
Right.
get to know your channel and that way. So
Bulldog says yes via Belt Loop, Eddie, and at Desert Living is his wife's channel.
yeah, okay, so that was right. Desert
Okay,
living.
I'm going to write that down so that I can go and check it out.
Mhm.
Desert Living.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That I was right on who his wife is.
Okay, good.
That's the night it show. I don't know why. I remember some things really well and other things not so well. So were you wanting to do it as a year-long collab?
Why not? I'm game.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to stop writing songs. Are you going to stop writing songs? I don't foresee that happening to me, because I'm getting now where I rely on having my own music, so
Yeah.
yeah, I don't see that I would stop doing it.
It's
And I
awesome.
know
Like
I'm
I
not.
even recently changed phones and all my music is still on my SUNO account. So I just downloaded the songs I wanted right now and the rest of them are on SUNO. They're kind
Yeah,
of holding it there. And then if I'm looking for a certain sound, say I've made some really cool Irish tunes, which I've made probably 10 of those. When it gets that time of the year, I can totally background music with all kinds of Irish music I already made. So
right.
that would be fun.
Exactly. And the Suno showcase that I do once a month, I'm not going to stop doing that. I'll always have that, because even if I'm the only one that shares my own music, it's well worth the time to do it. But so many other
Yeah.
people they're looking for an outlet, a place to be able to get their music out there. And so, like I said, with this collab, I see us being able to have lives and specials and just all kinds of things. I
Mhm.
mean, we could even do, like, for the different holidays, we could do like a sub challenge within the challenge, like, let's all do a Christmas song, or let's all do a
Yeah,
New
yeah,
Year's
I
song,
love
or,
that.
you know,
I'd love to see, like, a New Year's song, a Valentine's song, a
yeah,
little snippy Irish song,
yeah. I think
maybe an
I think
Easter
it has
song.
endless possibilities. I really do. I really do.
There's
And
almost
I'm excited.
really 1 month there's something for each month of the whole year where you could make a song,
Yeah.
fall, Halloween. 4th of July,
Yeah.
summer,
I mean,
gardening,
and then two
whatever.
people's birthdays,
Mhm.
anniversaries,
Yeah, I
weddings,
have a
whatever.
plan to my dad's birthday. My dad passed away about 13 years ago. And I have a plan because his birthday was in January. So I have a plan to make a song for my dad in for January. So I'm going to put a song out about my dad in January.
Sharon, Gail's Southern Living's link is posted at the top of my chat. And then her other channel is Broken Hearts Ministry. Body Illusion dropped Gail's Southern Living. Body
Thank
Illusion, can you please drop Broken Hearts Ministry and Gail's Health Journey also? Body Illusion is like my head mod now. So she is so good
you.
about dropping stuff for me. I love
I
it.
know. I got some really good mods too that come in
Well,
and put
and
links
I
up.
was talking about this on my live the other day. Come the 1st of January, I'm taking away all wrenches and I'm going to have certain people with wrenches who will actually be modding because I do have the hashtag echo to drop your channel in my
Yeah.
live stream. And I've been told that YouTube looks at a wrench and a viewer as different kinds of engagement. And so I want to do an experiment
Ooh.
and I want to see if it makes any difference. And also, I've been on 3.5 years, so, well, even longer than 3.5, like 3 3/4. So I have a lot of people have wrenches that never come to my channel. So I
Mhm.
want to give wrenches to people who
That's a really
not
good
only are
actually.
supportive, but
Mhm.
also who want to be an actual mod and actually do mod things,
Yeah.
instead of it just be a way for connection. But if I have mods and people want their links dropped, the mods can drop the links. So
Yeah.
I'm going to try it. Now, if I don't see any change in engagement, I may go back to the old way, but I may not. It
I
just
haven't
depends.
heard that, but that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
It sees them as like a friend who's always here, who's dropping your links for you
right,
and not
right.
just a regular
And then
viewer.
also too, being that I give everybody a wrench now, it's like I can tell the difference between somebody who I've seen before and given a wrench and somebody who I is new.
Mhm.
So, but still, I think I will recognize the names of the people that I know, and
Yeah.
I'll still
A
be
lot
able
of
to
people
tell
are
the
going
people who
on
are new.
now and changing their handles to something that has their name in it now,
Right. Well,
because
because
of
of
that
the fact that
change.
YouTube, sometimes they put your channel name, sometimes they put your handle. And like for me, my channel name and my handle are two different things.
Yeah.
Because
Why haven't you changed that? Is there a reason?
um, when I changed the name, I didn't realize I needed to change the handle. I just
You
thought
know
by
how to change
changing,
the handle?
I do know how to change it. But
Okay.
now that there's still people who don't know who Kaleidoscope of Happiness is, but they know who Living My Best Life is. So it's
Mhm.
kind of like that way I still get both
So
groups.
you're leaving it there for transition purposes?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And really and
I
truly,
wondered about that.
now that I've gone through my transformation and my channel is more about the growth and the change, I am living my best life. So it's kind of still appropriate for the channel, even though I changed the name. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I didn't realize that I had to do both. I guess I was just thinking if I change the name, they'll automatically change that, but they don't. And you're right. A lot of people, you don't know their name, and a lot of people don't want you to know their name. They
Well, yeah.
want to be anonymous
Well,
and
you
just
could,
go by the channel.
your name in your channel doesn't have to be your name. It could be a nickname, something people call you.
Right.
Um, and just so you know, there's a lot of people on YouTube, they're not using their real name,
No,
guys.
no. And that's why
It's
everybody
the
like when
internet. They're not using not everybody's using their real name.
yeah, and like when somebody
You don't have
actually
to put your
gets
real name out. Find a nickname and put that as your name for them to call you.
right,
Something you're used to. And or make something up.
yeah.
You
And
just
I
want to
and
be
I mean
called Victoria. Just make
I
it up.
like the personal part of being able to call somebody by their name, but
Mhm.
even like with my name being Echo, and there's an echo, the audio echo on the video
Mhm.
on the live. So many people say hi to me and the host will think, oh, we got an echo, there's an echo, and like they think there's an audio problem. So a lot of times it's like, don't say echo because that throws them off. But I like the fact that people know that that is my real name.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can go by whatever you want to on YouTube, and you never have to even show your face if you don't want to. And that's the beauty of it.
Well, that's
I
a good thing
just
about the Suno songs. You don't have to show your face with the Suno songs at all. Now,
no.
I personally have not figured out how to use the Suno little video thing still, even though hubby can do it. But I have a new phone now, so it's possible that had to do with my old phone, and maybe my
Yeah.
new phone might do it. I'm gonna try it now that I have the new phone. That might help a little bit, like when I'm doing the shorts of a song, I won't have to do all the visual. I can just let it be the thing that it is. So, because that's double the work. I make the video horizontal and then I turn around and make it vertical. So, but anyway, it is what it
But
is.
it's all creativity. It's
Mhm.
all, you making it unique to you and your vision of how you want to do it.
Yep.
Um, BJ says you can add it to your tags when you're doing the uploads. I do it to mine. BJ's Misadventures works. And you know what? I saw a video the other day on one of those channels that helps tell you, how to get better on YouTube or whatever. And they said on shorts, you need to use the hashtag shorts and the hashtag viral shorts.
Viral
I'm,
shorts.
I'm
Okay.
like, okay, I'm going to give it a try because I never knew that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I don't know.
I can try viral shorts.
Yeah.
A lot of those shorts prompts come up for you really easily. Shorts video, shorts. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking to
And
see.
really, the hashtags just kind of put them in a grouping. And that way, if somebody does search that hashtag, it's going to have it all there together.
Yeah.
So, and when you first start like this hashtag being new, it's going to say, less than 100 videos or less than 100 people or whatever. But that'll grow over time, especially if we do it for a whole year. There's no telling how many people we'll have. And we ought to do that just for our own. Gail, we should keep track each month, like how many people are adding videos to that hashtag, and we can just
Mhm.
be able to see our growth over the time frame that we
That
do.
would be neat. That would be neat to
Yeah,
see. So starting January 1st, use Suno Family Creates.
great. Yeah,
What will also help your video get seen by me and Echo is to tag our channels.
yes,
Tag
definitely.
Gail Southern Living and/or Broken Hearts Ministry and Kaleidoscope of Happiness, which comes up under Living My Best Life at
Right.
9697.
9697.
I
Yeah,
started to say at 60, but it has numbers there,
yeah,
like, because I was looking right at the screen.
yeah. If
Anyway,
you if
so
you
yeah, that'll
tag
be fun.
And if you're going to do a live stream and you want me to share out your live stream, a lot of times if you'll tag me in the live stream, and if I see it before the live stream, then I'll go ahead and share it out. So that's something that we can all do to help each other out, is sharing things out, that there's upcoming lives or somebody put out a good video and you want them to
Yeah.
see it.
I
I,
actually have a live coming up tomorrow, and I think I'll talk about it in my regular community and see if maybe um, see how many people out there in my community are using it and how many might be willing to try it, because it's really fun. And like I say, my first my first song came out really good. So you
hi,
never know. And then there's sometimes
Alicia.
you do 20 versions and you just can't get it right. But sometimes the very first version is like, oh, that's perfect.
Alisa from Creative Moments 92 popped in. And I'm going to do what I used to do, where I would have a slide made up of each collaboration. And then sometime during my live, I would pull out those slides and I would, let people know, hey, this is a good collaboration or whatever. And I'm going to do that again,
Yeah.
because I want to support your walking collaboration.
Mhm.
And Elisa and Steph from Steph's Little Farm, we still have Fantastic Fridays going on.
Okay.
And then we'll have this SUNO Family Creates going on. So I'm going to do that again too. I think it just helps to let people know that you're not only are you involved in it, but other collabs that they can join.
And I have something to say.
Okay.
I challenge you. I'm trying to get my finger right there. You, whoever you are out there, to do a song for New Year's. Like a New Year's song or a new beginnings of the year song, or kind of like a year long, almost like a Stevie Wonder, I just called to say I love you kind of song for like the whole year, or something talking about the new year or the new beginning of the year. So
I just had a
there's
thought.
your challenge. Huh?
I just had a thought. We said we need to make a collab song, a song for the collab.
Mhm.
What if we take bits of the songs,
Mhm.
like if everybody does a New Year's song, kind of saying goodbye to 2025 and hello to 2026,
Mm.
and then we take a little snippet from each song and make that our collab song?
Do you know how to do that?
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay, I
As
was
long
going.
as long as I have as long as I can download their songs, I could
Oh,
definitely
okay.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I was going, "Ooh, I don't know if I know how to do that," but
yeah.
that's a good idea.
Oh, that would be so cool.
I gotta write that down as something I need to do, right?
Yeah,
Goodbye 2025 slash New Year 2026. And 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 on 2026 and 2025, you have to type 20 as the word
word.
20
Yeah,
and 25 as the word 25 because it will come out really weird.
it will. You'll be
Yeah,
like, "What did they
I
say?"
figured that out last night when I was the other day when I was doing something that was for next year. It totally messed it all up.
Yes, I think that's gonna be absolutely fabulous, and I'm so excited to see who all will join us. Um, is Suno an AI thing? Yes.
Mhm.
Suno, it's called Suno app. It is an AI music generator, and they do have a free version. If you look on in my description of the live, there should be a link to Suno, and there's also a link to my Suno page.
Mhm.
Um, like I said before, I don't have a lot of songs published on my Suno page, but once you're in Suno and you start publishing things, other people will be able to hear it, and you can follow other people.
Mhm.
So we
Yeah.
can all follow each other
And
once
you
we
can
get
get
in.
great ideas from listening to other people's music too.
Yes.
Because they have really, because I've listened to a song and I'm like, oh, I like that song. And I like looked at the style of what they had typed in to get it like that type of music. And, actually sit there and kind of wrote it down and tried that type of music and it came out really well. So
And that's a thing too. I've heard other people ask, like, what prompts did you use or what? And that's what we do on the Suno
you can
showcase
look on
too.
Suno and see exactly what prompts
Yeah,
we use.
but a lot
That's
of times on that Suno showcase, we'll talk a little bit about, oh, have you tried this? Or do you know about doing this thing? So it's a good way to share the information that everybody, because there are some people who are really, really good at it and know everything about it. And then there's
oh, yeah.
people like me that go in there and I'm amazed every time, like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. So, you
Yeah,
know,
yesterday, well, the night before I made the song, the next day, I actually started working on the video for it. And then hubby made my visuals for me. And it just came out really good. And I just listened to it and listened to it. I was like, oh, it had just a really good beat to it. And I was like, oh, I love this song. I love
and
how it came out. So,
Lori from Off Grid World just said we should do tutorials on how to do it. And
yeah.
my friend Ned from Awakened by the Looking Glass, like I said, she uses Night Cafe and does the AI images. And I've been trying to get her to pin her down to let's start doing some collabs like that, like tutorials so that
I
people
know.
can see
Hubby's
all
done
of that.
some, and he has a program. I don't have anything like that. I've been using Pixabay, which is a non-copyrighted pictures and video.
Videos. Yeah.
And some of the videos have sound, so you have to actually mute the sound because otherwise it'll sound like double playing of music. you mute the sound and put your own music to it. And I found some really good visuals that way, that I think is really cool. So
And
that's what I've been using.
you can really get creative. Even like I have Canva, and
Mhm.
Canva now has AI incorporated into it where I can make AI versions of thumbnails or images or whatever. And so the more you learn about how to do the prompts, the more versatile it is. So
Mhm, and I've been
a lot of
saving all the
people,
visuals hubby's sending me to, because I can use those for multiple videos during the year, you know. Say if he like yesterday, he sent me 8 versions of the same thing. Well, they're all good, but there's one I picked, but all the rest of them are actually good images too that can be used for lots of things.
other things,
I'm gonna
yes,
hang on to
yes,
them because they're really
yes,
good.
most
None of them are
definitely,
bad.
most definitely. Um, Yes, I always have fun when I am in there, and it's made me really be a better YouTuber because now I feel like I actually own what I'm putting out. Like I
Mhm.
actually feel like I'm creating videos and things. Hi, Heather. Um, and kind of like before when I needed music, if I would think, gosh, it's kind of boring. I need some music or whatever. And I even using the YouTube music, and Canva has music too, but Canva music is not always approved by YouTube. And I would run into that problem where I would use something off of
Yes, I
Canva
have
and then
been
I would
I
get
was
copyright.
copyrighted so much in 2025. It's crazy because it would tell me I would download it, it would tell me everything was fine,
Hmm.
no problems, and then it would wait a few months later, it would come out copyright messed up, and I'm like, I spent all that time for that song, and I put that music, and it messed up the whole thing, and I don't even get credit for it. That kind of stuff just makes you very upset.
And, if you're not monetized, it's not such a big deal. But
Yeah.
if you're monetized and you put out the time to make something and then they say, we're not going to pay you for that, even if they only pay you, a few cents on the video, you're still heartbroken that you spent all that time and you're not able to
And
monetize that.
you didn't even get your 12 cents.
Yeah. And that's the
What's my
beauty with
12 cents?
using the Suno music because you don't have to worry about getting copyrighted, and then you're going to get paid for it. I have one live stream that I did with Retro Music Man over a year ago, and he does the karaoke stuff. And we got, not able to use some of that video because of some of the music, and which is fine. I don't care if once in a while one video is not monetized, but I would not want it to be every time I do
Yeah.
something to have it come up that I can't do. And I also had on my Easter special, um, the lady from my Kim from My Other's Keeper did sign language to 2 songs. And I didn't even think about those songs being copyrighted. And because she did the sign language with the copyrighted music, I couldn't monetize that, or I would have had to go in and cut that section out. So
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
wonder if
monetize it.
I had a guitar or piano, or if I had any musical talent at all as far as instruments, if I could actually turn around and sing my songs.
Now there is a way on Suno
I
for
know I
you.
wanna try that, but I haven't done it yet.
I know a couple people that have, and to me, it didn't actually sound like the person. I mean, I guess it did, but it didn't, you know? But
Yeah.
yeah, that's something you can definitely work on and to be
Yeah,
able to
I
do.
do wanna try that at some point 'cause, I actually did take choir, and when I
Hey,
was in, like,
Art, welcome in.
junior
I don't
high,
know about
so
you playing your own music with it, but I think you could sing the lyrics and, let Suno
play a
make the
guitar
music. Yeah,
if I knew how,
yeah,
if I didn't know.
yeah.
Yeah. I wish I did. I wish I knew how to play guitar because that would be the easiest thing, you know. Maybe get one of those kids ukulele things and just kinda,
Yeah.
you
Um,
know.
Now, what the source does, he plays the ukulele on his channel, but
Mhm.
he'll have the song playing in his earbud, the actual song, and he'll be singing the lyrics and playing, messing around on the ukulele. And that
That's a
way he
talent.
doesn't get copyright either because you're not hearing the song that he's actually, copying or whatever.
Mm.
That's right. Care or Sharon from Connections of Lives and Interests said, I'm not doing anything that might get a strike. Exactly. You have to be more
So far
careful
as
when
I have
you
ever
are.
heard, no one from SUNO has gotten a copyright strike.
No,
As far as I know, no one has.
no,
So,
no. And the thing about it is you always want to give credit. You always want to say it is AI generated. It is generated by Suno or whatever. You don't ever want to
yeah, I've been
say,
putting it in my description box
yeah, and
and in
that's
the
all you
hashtag.
have to do. Stick it in the description box, and then you don't have to worry about it. But the thing about it is that you don't want to. She says the lyrics can be copyrighted, not just the music. Well, yeah, you can't take the lyrics of a song that's copyrighted and put it to your
Exactly.
own music.
Yeah,
You
no, we're
still would
talking about lyrics that we wrote
we were,
ourselves.
yeah, you
And
would still have to change
occasionally
it.
we put prompts of words and
Yeah,
it generates the song
and you
right
can
there.
even
So
say
it's
in
not
the
copying
style.
anything because it's doing it from our prompts. So those are both, yeah.
Yeah. And now I've even looked at that because I'm a member, or not a member, but I go on some Facebook groups for Suno creators.
Oh,
And they have talked on there about whether or not you could take the song that you create on Suno and could you send it to somebody like a demo and then they could actually produce it. So there
what
are
did they
things,
come up with on that?
um, the music would be generated by Suno. It would be belong to Suno. So in other words, you could write the lyrics and take those lyrics, and somebody else could make their own music track to put with it and put it out. So the lyrics are yours. The music would still belong to Suno as far as you
You
trying to
know what
sell
would
it.
be really cool is
Yeah.
if, and this is just my opinion, not everybody would agree with this, but it would be really cool if you could get they could get partial credit for the instrumental part and you could get credit for the writing part and you could share a credit like 50%, 40, 30, 20,
Yeah,
80.
I'm sure it's going to go to that because even in the year that I've been doing Suno, a little less than a year, it has already gone through changes to improve it. So,
Because it would be cool if that were true because for me, I mean, it was money I wasn't going to have anyway. So
right.
if I could actually do that and they got, even if it was 90-10 and I only got 10, still that's 10 I wasn't going to have before. So, I mean,
And
that's,
it might lead you to other opportunities too. You
yeah.
might actually be able to sell your songs to someone else.
Hmm.
So the possibilities are completely endless. And if you're a writer and you write or you write poetry, all of those words can be put in and they will, for your lyrics. Also Star and Mary from Blessed to Crochet, both of them use actual Bible verses
Yeah, I'm
and
using
it
Bible
it
verses on some of
creates it from that. So I mean, it's endless what you can do with it. All right, BJ, have a great day, hun. I want to have BJ show us what he uses to make these wonderful shorts. He makes just I just am blown away by it. So I'm working on him because he's like, I don't do lives. Well, I want to have a conversation
you could
about it.
come up and not show your face and do a live.
Yeah. Well, he
You
shows
could
his
just
face in his
put up
videos.
your little avatar thing.
There she is. There's Misha.
See, there's my avatar. So I could come up and do a live and not show my face and just have a picture of a flower, or that is a picture of me, but I could put a picture up of anything and come up and do a live, and as I talk, it'll just blink like that.
Right.
See? So
Ned, we are having this Suno Family Creates collaboration. And of course, you are the Suno Queen. So you are definitely invited to join in. And we're just going to use that hashtag and create playlist and share each other out. But we have got some interest in people wanting tutorials on how to do Suno and how to do like the night cafe. And I know you and I have talked about it a little bit, but we need to make that happen in 2026. We need to make that happen because it is something we all need to learn and be able to incorporate in our journeys here
I
on
think I would
YouTube.
have to get Suno pulled up on my laptop so that I could have it up on my laptop and be filming it with my phone for that to be a possibility. But that's, that's a possibility.
Echo, you can see something I shared too. LOL. Okay. I don't think I understand what you're telling me, but okay. Hello, Myra Elaine from Buying Space. How are you doing today? I would love to do it. Well, most definitely during the live stream as well. Okay, great.
Yeah, if you haven't made a Suno song today, just go on to your Play Store, download the little app thingy, and just go in there and play with it. Play with it for a while. Get introduced to it. I was sitting there listening to Echo and Body Illusion on a live while they were talking about everything. I was over there on my phone, starting to play with it, and and I think I don't know what I started with, maybe an instrumental, and then that I think that day later on I started writing my song for my sister. But anyway, I started playing with it while I was still on the phone.
Hello, Izzy Pop. And Buying Space wants to know, am I green? I don't know. Are you green? Hi,
Green.
Darcy. Welcome, welcome.
Green is a member, right? Isn't Green member?
She's over on one of your channels. I'm not sure which channel she's on. She's got a green heart there on her comment, so I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, a couple of my lives recently, some people purchased memberships for people. So you could totally be a member and not even realize it. You just
Uh,
happen to be in that live where somebody bought a membership. So
yeah,
maybe,
you might have gotten a free membership.
yeah, you might have got a free membership from one of my people.
Oh, okay. Body Illusion said she shared to Misha and to Seventh and on her community page. Okay, great. Thank you, Body Illusion. Yeah, see, all of these different people from the different communities are going to have this Suno in common. It's going to be something that we can all use and all come together and just support each
Do.
other. That's really what it's about, exposing you to it and then supporting each other as
Mhm.
we're doing it, as we're learning how to do it.
I'll try to work on that, doing some kind of little tutorial. I'll have to see if I can get my Suno account onto my laptop. But that's, yeah. I mean, I don't know how good I'll be. I'm only 2 months into it, but Echo there, she's been on here over like a year. So
Well, let's see, I would love to get DJ Nico and
Mhm.
Brian and Eat More Pizza and Ned. I mean, they're the experts. I would love to be able to have them come on and do the different tutorials and let people in the audience ask questions about how can you do this or do that, and actually have them write some songs by using what the people in the audience suggest.
Oh,
Or
that's great. Oh, that would be so
yeah,
fun.
yeah,
I'm gonna
because
watch that.
they
Tag
can
me on
do it
that.
on the fly. They can
Tag me on that
create.
live. I want to see that.
Yeah, they create on the fly. I mean, I have to sit there and think like, oh, what do I want to say? But they're like,
Yeah, on the fly doesn't. I mean, I've done it a couple of times, but a lot of times I'll sit down with my spiral and write stuff down.
oh,
I
here
have
we go.
actually typed just the Bible verses into there and let it, you know.
Okay, Awaken just shared a link um, to the to her Suno, and she says if anyone joins through that link, they will get 250 credits once they make 10 songs, which are free. So that's a way to join and also be able to get free credits. Um, Body Illusion, can you share that link? Well, you can't. You can go over to. I'm gonna put it up on the screen, but I really want it shared over in Gail's channel too. Maybe I can share it in my description
Mm. Ugh.
when I put the go back in and put it on the
I
description.
was trying to see if it would let me click on it just so I could find them over on Suno.
Yeah, now see, it should let me click on it on my
I
phone. For some
I
reason
clicked
on
on
my
Izzy.
laptop, I can't do it. Yes, when you do it, it says you're invited to Suno, and it gives you a link there to click.
I clicked on Izzy Pop, but I'm trying to figure out where to go to follow. Huh.
Let me see. Let
Maybe
me
if
go
I go to
back.
a song. Huh.
uh, and Darcy, she does a lot of on images too on Night Cafe. Let's see. Okay, Izzy Pop. Oh, that's just Izzy Pop's channel. Okay. Hey, Chef Hit Dice. Good morning. Welcome. Oh, it is still morning. He's out in California. I
Yeah.
always get confused. I have one guy over, Joel, over in South Africa, and it'll be morning for us and it's nighttime for him. And he always says, Good evening. And I'm like, It's morning, Joel. But it's the time difference.
It's not, yeah.
Yeah,
That's my friend Ariel. She lives in,
Australia.
and I need to write down Ariel too, because Ariel actually creates music too. She uses Suno and another.
Hello, Olivia. I didn't see you come in, hon.
She
Yes.
knows some of that detailed stuff about creating music.
Yeah, I'm
With
trying to
like
have
the
a
spoken
cold, but I'm
paragraph and
okay.
stuff.
I'm doing okay. Olivia, check out the video I made about Christmas gifts. Your book is in there. I have 4 friends that are authors that have books available on Amazon or Barnes and Noble. And I put out a video letting people know for Christmas ideas, Christmas gift
Hmm.
ideas.
What kind of books are they writing?
Um, Journey Mirror has a journal. It's like a self-help affirmation journal.
Mhm.
DJ Nico in Sweden, his is a children's book and a book of poetry. And
Mhm.
then Deborah from Harabed's Thoughts, she actually has 3 books out about her healing journey. And then Olivia's is The 7 Sacraments of Health. Um, I've shared a lot about it on my channel. And then we have Dee Dee from Motivated to Soar writes children's books, and she's got a bunch of different children's books. So yeah, y'all check that out because it's nice to be able to support people who who are in our communities as well. Um, this is this
Yep.
is one of the books that Deborah from Harabed Thoughts has. This is Nico's children's book from Sweden. This is Olivia's 7 Sacraments of Health. Olivia actually sent me this free. These 2 I purchased. And then this is Journey Mirror's journal. And I actually won it on her channel in a giveaway. So, and then I don't have one of Dee Dee's, but I put pictures of them in the video. Well, you are so welcome. I love being supportive of my friends. And Malkin Honey Heritage says, Oh, I want to write books. I know I want to write a book too
I know, I
now.
do too.
I'm like, yes, I want to, but I am still too scattered to actually start it, but I do want to too.
I know I sat down it with a spiral and tried to begin. I actually have an idea. Um, it would be a book based on my sister Gretchen, but it would be fictional
Yeah,
because it would be our accounting of what she might have gone through,
right,
kind of.
right.
But
And we
a nice PG version, you know.
we have Jersey Love Steph is over on one of your channels. Welcome,
Steph would
welcome.
be a great person to do Suno music because she already likes to sing.
Yes, she does. Then we have You Grow Row is over on one of your channels. I can't tell which channel it is on yours. It just says paired, so it's either of your channels.
Yeah.
Don't know
Hi,
which
guys.
one.
So we're talking about a Suno Family Creates collaboration that was going to be a year-long collaboration for 2026, where we're going to put out songs under hashtag Suno Family Creates hashtag, hosted by Echo with Kaleidoscope of Happiness and Gail with Gail Southern Living, Broken Hearts Ministry. And you can tag us. We will add you to a playlist and share you out on our, in my case, channels.
Yes.
And or Facebook too. You know, we could share on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Oh, I'll share on Facebook and I'll share on my channels. And I'm even thinking about making a Facebook group for the collaboration so
Yeah,
that I'll have a place to share the songs over there on Facebook as well.
cool. Yeah, my Facebook is actually under my channel name because I actually created the Facebook to share, to have a place to share videos. I do put family pictures and things like that on there too, but I also, if you notice, share people's videos there, and they are both friends, family, and complete strangers.
Well, and I
Well, I
think
don't
in
even.
most of my descriptions, says two of my Facebook, the Living My Best Life Facebook and my Weight Loss Journey Facebook. But I also have one for Chloe's channel and I also have one for Grady's channel.
Mhm.
So I can definitely share, you know, out on those channels as
Yeah.
well.
And I think we really do get some views from Facebook because I notice when I share some of my friends, it helps with their views. And even if I share my own Suno songs on Facebook, I notice the views are going up. So people are listening to the songs even if they're not commenting.
And I want to learn, one of my goals for 2026 is to learn how to go live on Facebook when
Oh
I'm
yeah,
live on YouTube. And I
yeah.
really, really want to be able to do that. But I am like technically challenged. So if anybody does know how to help me get there, please reach out because I really, really want to do it. I
Like when I
wanted to
came
do
on
it
this
this
free
year,
stream
but
today, it had that thing for YouTube, but it
uh,
also had all the other social media things.
yeah,
So I'm guessing YouTube was first, but I'm guessing somewhere in there was also Facebook.
yeah.
You know, of
I
course,
know
you've
I
already
had to.
established yours, so you need someone to tell you where to go in and get it now. Maybe there's a setting, maybe it's under settings or something. I don't know. I haven't done it, but I think I maybe could do it. I don't know.
Um,
That's a good goal though.
Heather says, I have a Facebook for my channel. I just share people's videos. Cool. I'll have to, I know I'm connected to Gail's because I
I'm
see
not
her
even connected
photos,
to Heather. I don't.
but I didn't
I
know
tried to
about
find your
Heather.
channel before, and I never could find it. So she'll have to find me. I'm under Gail's Southern Living.
I'm going to look for yours, Heather, so you might see me on there.
Yeah, I think I already have you on mine. I think you comment on my stuff
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do.
Yeah, I think so. Pretty sure.
So, okay, there's Carol. Hi, Carol.
However, for family members, uh, probably having my channel named there, it's kind of confusing for some of the more extended family that don't realize I have a YouTube channel. They're probably like, Gail Southern Living, what's that?
Hey, let's talk about that for just a second. Um,
Mhm.
I've had several people talk to me about the fact that their immediate, family and extended families don't support their YouTube career. And I just want people to understand that if you don't do YouTube, you probably don't get it. You probably don't understand why we love doing YouTube and why we want to be on YouTube. And don't take it personal. My own daughter used to kid me about, what do you think you're doing on YouTube? Now that she sees that I actually have friends that support me. And like I was telling her about some of the gifts I got in the mail the other day, and she was like, I want some gifts. Somebody can send me something. I'm like, you don't even come in my lives. You don't even come on
Yeah.
camera with me. You don't,
Mhm.
it's like if you support me and they saw you, they might, because people send stuff for my
Yeah.
granddaughter. People even sent Chloe birthday presents. Okay. So,
Mhm.
it's like you have to be involved in it to get
Yeah.
the benefit from it. But she just doesn't get it. So it's
Yeah.
like, don't take offense. If your family is like, I don't even want to look at your stuff, don't worry about it.
Yeah. My mom supports me
Yeah.
some. Probably the most, I would say. Hubby works full time, so a little bit. Sister pops in on a live every once in a while. Sister-in-law pops in on a live every once in a while. And that's it. That's pretty
Yeah.
much it.
My own sister, she can never remember the name or the, handle or how to get in there or whatever. Every once in a while, she'll ask me, and I'll be like, well, let me tell you what I've been covering on my channel before you pop in there and like see something, and you'll be like surprised I said that or whatever. And then she'll go watch a few things, and then she won't watch nothing else. And then again, she'll say, what was that channel name? I'm like, if you really were interested, you could find it.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
my two best friends in real life, they're like, I don't do YouTube. It's like, okay, don't do
Mhm.
YouTube. It's okay. I
Yeah.
did get one of them on camera with me though. She was here one night when I was doing a SUNO night. And I was like, well, I got to go live because I have my thing scheduled, but you can come on the live. And so I actually got her to be on the live with me one time. But the other one, no, she'll never be on camera.
My mom's been in videos with me before on Broken Hearts Ministry because, she's part of the ministry too. So,
Yeah.
and she does support that channel and watch the videos and stuff. And she'll be like, "Oh, have you shown that donation yet? Or have you made that video that where we just went out?" She'll ask questions about what's been posted. And sometimes I'll just make it easy for her and I'll just send her the video to her
Yeah.
text.
Yes.
She could just
Yes.
click on it, make it easy for her, and she could watch the video if she wants to.
Ned
You
said, many of us don't want to be YouTube famous, LOL, but the people we meet is amazing and life changing.
Yeah, that's why we do it.
Exactly. It's not about being YouTube
Friendships
famous,
and
and it's not about
being
making
able
money.
to share your creative side with other people on cooking and gardening and music and soap making and all the other millions of things that we women do, you know,
And it's just to have that I can't even say the word,
camaraderie.
camaraderie, yeah, of other people that know what you're dealing with and what you're going through. And most all of the people that I have met that I consider friends, they're more like family than just
Mm,
friends.
yeah.
And that sometimes is worth so much more than anything else you could ever get from doing any of it. And it's like I don't just talk to them on YouTube and on the live or whatever. I have them in text groups. I have them. We call and talk on the phone. We do private lives where we go and play puzzles or whatever. It's like they really do become a part of your life, and
Yeah.
that's why I do YouTube, because I want that in my life. So
Mhm.
many people are, whether they can't leave their home or they're, physically unable to get out and about,
Mhm.
or their families have just moved off or grown away from them and they don't have that,
Mhm.
busy family life. It's wonderful to be able to say, oh, who's on? Who can I go watch? Who can I go visit with?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
always somebody live almost any time of the day and even part of the night. If you woke up in the middle of the night, you could actually go watch someone in it, and it probably even is someone There's always somebody live. Always a video to watch, even if they put it out 8 hours ago, there's still always notifications for videos, so
And Ned said they become our village. Exactly. And speaking of the village, they will be having, or we, because I am a part of it, are going to be having a 48-hour live stream over Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. They did 24 hours over Thanksgiving. And they're also planning on doing one over the New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And anybody can come on that. Any creator that wants to put a live up or share a video or anything like that is more than welcome to. And everybody is welcome to come and view all of those live streams. This time they did it in 6 hour increments so that you don't have to worry about YouTube not keeping it. You know how if it goes more than 12 hours, YouTube doesn't want to do it or whatever. So they did 6 hour, sections. And I know I'm going to be on there with Body Illusion and Stephanie from the WSFN. We're going to try to do about dreams. I think
mhm.
that's going to be a good conversation.
Yeah,
And
that's
then I also want to have BJ from BJ's Misadventure. I want him to come on there and let's talk about some of the AI stuff. And then Body Illusion and I are also going to do a live together. And I can't, about numerology and astrology. That's
mhm.
going to be an interesting conversation. So we're already planning, what all we're going to do. And then everybody that is a part of the village is going to be coming on at different times and doing
Different subjects.
different subjects. And Awaken said the schedule will be posted tomorrow for anyone who wants to join us as a creator or join as a chat. Both are important. Yes, they are. And it will be literally around the clock. So, whatever time you wake up, whenever you have a chance to pop in, there'll be somebody live. And it is a lot of fun. They are all very open, welcoming, creative kind of people. So it's going to be
Yeah.
great. And Darcy is a part of that. Body Illusion is a part of that. Tiff 420, you see her sometimes in our chats. She's a part of it. Izzy Pop maybe doing a live on it. I'm not sure. But we all want to grow. Yes. Body Illusion, can you please drop the village's link if you're still in here? Or Ned, either one. I think Ned said she had to go eat lunch. She's got Chinese food.
Heather, were you talking about popping up today on this live or on a different live? What do you
Oh, so we can chat. Yeah, I can drop the link, Heather. I most certainly can.
I just happened to look down and see that comment. I just accidentally looked down and I was like, what's Heather saying? But
Rudy will probably want to join in too. Every time I drop a link, Rudy comes, but it's okay. There's the link for the village. We are that village.
yeah, I
And
might be
y'all
able
are
to
more
stop
than
by.
welcome.
We
Y'all
usually
are
go
more
to
than
my
welcome.
brother's on Christmas Eve evening, but during the day, we're, just like getting ready. So I'll be able to listen in. And then Christmas Day, we'll be eating, but after we eat, then there won't be really much going on.
Oh, she said on their live stream day.
Oh, on the village. She's
Um,
talking about on the village. Okay.
yeah, I'm not sure about that, Heather. I think they're trying to get people to go ahead and commit to a time frame
Mhm.
so that we'll have the whole 48 hours booked up.
Schedule.
Um, but yeah, but you can always go in and check out a live or something else that they
Do they
put
do it on
out.
Restream or StreamYard?
I think it's on theirs is on StreamYard,
Mhm.
I believe.
Yeah. Heather is a little better with StreamYard than Restream, and I am too,
Yeah.
actually. But I did do Restream for a little while, and I was pretty decent at it, and then I kind of wasn't doing it anymore, and I kind of got out of the habit. But
It was a transition when I went from StreamYard to Restream,
yeah,
but I think I've actually done Restream longer now than I did StreamYard,
StreamYard, yeah,
and I like it just as well.
yeah,
So, and I do go over to StreamYard every now and then. Like one day, Restream was having a problem and I couldn't get it live, so I had to go live over on StreamYard. But I don't have any of my graphics or anything saved over there on StreamYard
yeah,
because I only have the free version now.
yeah,
So
yeah. I have the
I
free
like
version.
my Restream because of all the stuff I got saved over here.
Yeah,
But you can do that on
I need to get back
StreamYard.
to because is there a free version of Restream too, or just
Yes,
okay?
there is.
I need to
There
just
is.
do lives on there once in a while just to kind of keep, you know,
And I really don't
remember
think
how to
they
do
have a
everything.
I don't think they have a limit of your how many hours you can go live like the free version of StreamYard does,
Mhm.
but the what you can do is limited. You don't have as many functions
Yeah,
as
yeah.
a
Just like
paid one.
StreamYard, you don't get people can't come up and go live with you. So I do
Yeah.
plan on doing about 2 or 3 months worth of StreamYard or Restream at the beginning of the year to work on some watch hours for my new channel. So I want to get it for a few months for that purpose. So that might be, I may ask for that for my birthday present. Would that be a weird birthday present? I want 3 months of streaming. Happy birthday to me.
Well, welcome, Heather. Heather came over on my side. All right, Awaken, go enjoy your lunch. Um, if anybody has there's Tip 420. Welcome, welcome. If anybody does have any questions about this collaboration or any of the other collaborations we talked about, or Suno itself, or the village, anything like that, please reach out after the live stream. You can leave us a comment, or my email address is on my page. You can send me an email and we will be glad to talk with you about whatever.
Yeah.
We just want to have connection and we want to enjoy each other's music. And I am so looking forward to this, Gail. I think it's a really good idea that we
I think
decided
it's
to
going to be
do.
a fun way to
But
support each other and listen to other
yeah,
people's songs. And if you already have music made and scheduled for next year, go back into your settings because you can do that after you schedule it. You can still go back into your settings and add this hashtag and
hashtag.
tag both
Yeah,
of our
and
channels
tag
so we
us.
can
Yeah.
see it. And as a matter of fact, I have music already scheduled in January. So I'm going to go ahead and get that music hashtag put in. And also, I'm going to tag Echo too. So she'll know when I have a song coming out. And she's going to tag me on her songs. So
Yeah.
we'll get this playlist going. If you want to go listen to lots of different styles of music, I think I'm just probably going to end up doing mine as per month, like Suno Family Creates January, Suno Family Creates February, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah.
And I do have Suno Showcase number 6 coming up Saturday night at 7 o'clock. You will meet other folks that enjoy Suno, and that may give you some inspiration as well. Hello, Okies, Eden, welcome. So I hope everybody had a good time on this live stream. I know I did. I apologize for the scratchy sounding voice, but I don't feel bad. Even my daughter was like, "You sound like you feel horrible." It's like I don't feel bad. It's just in the throat. So
Yeah.
I think I'll be okay. Buying Space says Suno. Yes, Suno is an app, an AI generated music app. Hello, Norma. Welcome. And that's what we're talking about, Myra Elaine. We're talking about making songs on Suno
Mhm.
and doing this collaboration to be able to share with each other and with YouTube, all of our wonderful music. Okay, so does anybody have any questions before we end this live stream? I think I just got a package delivered to my door.
Did you?
I
It's
think
just that
so.
time of year. I actually have a
Yeah,
couple of
it is.
packages I need to open.
And I need to do a video on Chloe's channel for her birthday presents. I haven't done that yet. I'm so far behind, y'all. I
I
have
know.
so many things I want to do.
I know. I
And
thought I'd
by
never get
the
all my friend mail filmed, and finally I'm just like, we're doing all this in this video today. We're getting this all done. It was
yeah.
haunting me, I don't know. I kind of feel like going into this next year, I may just start doing shorts of each friend mail instead
Oh,
of.
that's a good idea.
I don't know. I just thought about it. Or maybe saving it for my Friday Night Live and just opening it up and sharing it on that. So
Oh, no, that's a good
that's a
idea.
kind of a good idea too.
That,
So and
yeah,
then
because
just
those
tag
people
all the
that,
channels that
yes, I was
are
going to
in
say that
there so
they
they
can be
can see
there when
there's
you're
open
open.
if they're interested in that. So
Yeah, yeah. And you could even go back and make a short from your live when you opened it and
okay.
put it out.
And then probably I
Yeah.
would be doing that part all together, pretty
Yeah.
simultaneously there. So
And then that way you're not having to make a short and do a live. You could do it on the live and then just cut,
yeah,
the
cut
short
that
out of
piece
it.
out. Yep. So
Yeah.
Echo
And
and I are both going to make a video this month talking about the collaboration. So if you missed the
yeah,
details, you can watch back one of our replays, or you can or go to the video where we're going to talk about these details that we just went over.
yes. And I'm so excited. Now I wish I wasn't going on vacation at the end of the month because I could use that time to write songs. But
Yeah.
I have the week
You
of
got all
Christmas.
of next year, so that should be plenty of time for you. Because I know you said that you don't do them like on the fly really easily. You take a lot of time with yours, so you have the
Yeah.
whole year. So if you don't get one out in
And,
January, you can get one out in February, so on and so forth.
well, but see, now that I know we're going to do it kind of whatever the holiday is for each month, I can be working on them ahead of time.
Yeah, I think that's
I
cool.
can
Yeah, I
I can
already
go ahead and
have
start.
a New Year's song kind of already done, but I want to make one that's kind of more the subject that we were talking about here that you can include on your clip thingy that you
Yeah.
want to do.
Yeah. I think that would be so
Oh,
cool.
and I'm going to tell Luann about that because I know she's already created a New Year's Eve kind of song too.
Yeah. And even if you just make it a little, you don't have to
Yeah,
make a
I might
whole
even, I'm going
3-minute
to listen to it
song.
again. I might even just include that song,
Yeah.
because it's already
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. But that'll be a lot of fun to work on doing that. And the seventh son, Steve-O, he wrote my opening song, the Echo song. He wrote one for Chloe and one for Granny's channels. So he is very, very
Yeah,
talented.
I've had
And
two
he's going
songs
to let
written
me
for
know.
me so far.
It's to me, I just love it. And then our Lucy and Echo song, Izzy Pop wrote that for us. We hadn't planned on having that song. And then for the Bible trivia, I wrote the song for the Bible trivia and for the blessing wheel, sent them to Stephanie. Stephanie made the videos to go with them. And so it's just such a collaborative effort.
Mhm. I
I
like
thoroughly
making collab
enjoy it.
songs now. I've started making songs for all the collabs. And one lady was listening to my Micro Dwarf Tomato collaboration song, and she was like, "Oh, you're basically singing the rules, requirements, or details right there in the song." I'm like, "Yep."
Yep. That's what I told you. That's how my Fantastic Friday, I was like, I do not want to have to say this every time I put out a video. It's like, let me just make the song and then just include that in the video, and then you're good to go.
Yep.
So yeah, there's so much you can do with it.
Yeah.
And the
True.
background music, I'll even put just a little piece of background music in the beginning. And then I made the thank you to my Kaleidoscope of Happiness family little clip.
Mhm.
And now I put that where I have my thank you in my video.
Yeah. I've
You
got
know,
so
I
many
mean, you can
intros
do
and
so many
outros.
things and just make it your own. Just really customize your channel to be unique to you because it's your own stuff.
Mhm.
So I think it's going to be great. But I am going to go ahead and end this because I do have to go get baby girl this afternoon. So always, always busy on granny duty, but I love her so much.
I know you
So,
do.
well, fixing to be a granny
I
too.
am, yep.
Yep, it's gonna be
I
so much fun. And I have another friend that's gonna be a granny too, but I can't say who yet. So I'm not gonna talk about that.
Yeah, I know. I have somebody who's gonna be a grandma too, and I can't talk about hers yet either until I make sure everybody knows that's supposed to know first. So
Yeah.
I try to hold back other people's information until they tell me it's okay to put it out
Yeah.
there.
Yes, that's right. That's right. And Katie, Simply Katie Walks, which I think her channel now is Simply Katie Runs. But anyway, she has a new grandbaby boy
Oh,
that he's probably about 3 or 4 months old.
mine's
So,
gonna be a boy too. My grandbaby's gonna be a boy too.
oh, great.
Mhm.
Great. That's
Yep.
going to be so much
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah,
I
we
miss,
bought her this really cool modern type rocker. They have these modern looking rockers now.
mhm.
That's all like this padded, almost like a gaming seat kind of thing, but
Oh,
in a recliner type version that we purchased her, and then kind of like an outfit thing. So we're gonna go over there probably within the next week and give her that. So we asked her to tell us one big item she wanted that she wasn't going to tell anybody else because we didn't want to go through the baby registry and everybody's buying the same stuff. We're the grandparents, we need this special gift. So she picked out a rocker that she wanted and we purchased that and we have it here. And we're going to take that over to her and probably go ahead and give her her Christmas stuff too and just have a little, here's a gift day.
and when is the baby due?
In March.
In March. So you don't have too much longer.
Exact date. I forgot the exact date, but yeah, we've already been working on getting the baby's room ready for, and we're gonna get one of those pack and play. We had talked about doing that kind of like at the beginning of the year, probably with like income tax, one to have here
Yeah.
to either put in the living room or that room that we set up for them.
Yeah. And the thing with the packing places are so portable, you can, move it anywhere and it doesn't
Mhm.
take up that much space, but the baby is safe in there and they'll be able to sleep and you'll have peace of mind knowing that, they're in
Yeah.
something safe. So that's a really good idea. I loved having the pack and play. I was actually sad when she learned how to climb out of it. I was like, no, 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 you need to be able to stay in there. She's
Yeah.
like, no.
Well, I think in our case,
Mhm.
we'll probably just go ahead and hang on to it because we don't know. She may have 2 or 3 kids, so
Yeah,
there's no real reason to get rid of it. Just kinda I guess it folds up, right? Fold it up,
yeah. Oh, yeah. I
put it
mean,
up somewhere and
it's
just
only
hang
about
on
this
to it.
big around and yay long when it's
Mhm.
all folded down. So yeah, you can easily store them.
Yeah.
Easily. There's Mountain Grandma. Hello,
Hi,
Tammy.
Tammy.
How are you? She says listening while working. Yep.
Thank you so much.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming in.
Have a great rest of your day.